Yeah, hey Aaron, how are you?
I'm good. How we doing?
Good, thanks. Uh, what's been working for you here the last couple games? You feel like in terms of your productivity and the impact you've made on games?
Yeah, kind of just trying to. I kind of just had a mindset, just like trying to. Once I go in the game, just grab a few rebounds, get into the rhythm of things, like run the floor. Try to just do all the little things right. Sometimes it always hasn't gone for me, but if I'm playing in short stints, just trying to make an impact on the game while I'm in there.
That's kind of what you feel like you need to be for this team, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, definitely, because I just feel like if I'm able, every time I come in the game, if I'm able to make a little impact, it might not be the biggest impact, but like it definitely will help us.
Yeah. The last two games, the threes have gone down too. Is that a product of you building up some positive momentum in some other areas of the game, and it kind of bleeding over into other parts? You think?
Yeah, I think just just always trying to play confidently. Sometimes I feel like I'm out of rhythm on some of my threes that I've been missing. So just trying to get back into that flow. Always getting in rhythm with my shots, being ready to shoot and things like that. Sometimes my shot prep isn't always the best, so just trying to focus on that.
Right. Um, you guys are obviously on a little bit of a roll here. Obviously, you've had a pretty good season and all that stuff. How equipped do you think this team is to handle success?
Um, I know we are pretty young, but I feel like a lot of our older guys can kind of help with that just because we've had success throughout here. I've seen like when PJ and Vince and Dakota and Isaac were seniors, how good they were and how they handled it. So kind of just learning from them. Obviously, the next year we won the Big Ten, so just we kind of have had our older guys have had experience winning, so I feel like we're able to uh, not take it for granted and pass it on to the younger guys.
Do you think it's something that has to be talked about from the older guys, or do the younger guys not require that level of maintenance in that regard?
I mean, I feel like, no, it's not like they need maintenance, but
Yeah.
like just like learning experiences. I feel like so we kind of try to share our experiences to them. Like even last game, or yeah, last game when we were up big at or not big, but like up like 15 at halftime, we just reminded the guys like, oh, we were here before Miami. Let's not let that slip away again. Things like that. So um, yeah, just passing on our experiences.
You guys played a real gauntlet kind of early in the Big Ten season, having to go to Iowa, Illinois, Rutgers, kind of right off the bat there. How much is that helping you guys on the back end of the schedule now? Because perhaps those wins helped you win at Michigan State and Ohio State, and now obviously you seem to be playing some of your best basketball at the right time. I mean the whole team collectively.
Mm. Um, I just think it was obviously frustrating in the moment, but like looking at the bigger picture, um, we looked at it as like we could have won a handful of those games. So like looking at it that way, we lost a lot of games to the top teams in the Big Ten. So it kind of just gave us confidence. Like, all right, we belong here. We could still like win games in this conference. So kind of just like basically like just learning from your losses like that. We took it as that, and it kind of just gave us confidence. Like there's just little things we could have won those games. So it kind of just had us look at the brighter side of things.
Right. And just one last thing for me, just kind of back to your productivity the last couple of games. Is there something when things are working for you? Is there something you're doing, some sort of tell that this is going to be my night? I'm going to be able to really impact this game, or anything like that, or
I mean, I personally feel like every night could be that night, but I just go into the game, take what comes, not try to force anything. I feel like when I'm able to do little things, like other things, kind of compile and um, lead to more success. So,
I'm good. Thanks, Aaron.
you know.
Mike, do you have anything for Aaron?
Yes, I do have a couple questions. Thank you. Aaron, what's the advice you can give Brandon Newman? I mean, here's a guy that started every game until Friday. Now he's going to come off the bench, and you've had starting experience, and then have had to come off the bench. How do you help him deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely be trying to keep his head up, but like I would just tell him like it's not the end of the world. There's the best players that have played here have lost their starting spots from Carson to Dakota, everybody, PJ. So like just you just have to just go with it. There's most likely gonna be a game this year that he's gonna help us win. He's gonna have a big game, and it's gonna be an impactful game, either if it's these two last regular season games to solidify our spot in the standings or in the postseason. So he's got to know he's still able to contribute and help us win games.
I mean, do you feel like you guys have a lot of players that could be in the starting lineup, and that kind of is a testament to the depth that you have right now?
Yeah, I think we're a really deep team right now, and it kind of shows our balance. Like we're able to switch up the lineup and still have success. So I think it's a testament to how deep our team is this year.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else for Aaron?
I've got one really quickly, Aaron. From last year to this year, obviously you guys have already surpassed your win total in fewer games. Top 25 team, coming into the first week of March. What do you think has been the biggest difference last year to this year going through both seasons?
I just feel like we're kind of like buying into our roles a little more. Maybe it was a lot of uncertainty last year, I feel like. So I think this year we're just meshing better, being able to know our roles individually. So
I got one too, if there's time.
Yep, go ahead.
Trayvon Williams is up for some national awards. He's the finalist. What do you think has been the key for him to kind of make the leap this year?
I think just consistency with him. Like he's always shown he's been able to be one of the best bigs in the country, but like this year he's really been consistent with it. Last year he had some up and downs with his production, but I just feel like this year he's taking the role to just be consistent every game.
Aaron, I got a quick follow-up if you have time.
Sure, go.
Coach Painter talked a lot about the guard play coming into this season. That's with Sasha and Eric Hunter. Just curious about what you've seen in their maturity and their development, second-year starters.
Yeah, I just feel like both of those guys are so steady for us, regardless if they're scoring or not. They just know what's going on when they're on the floor. They kind of they basically just make us go. I feel like they're just our steady horses. So yeah.
I've got a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Aaron, you guys have been in basketball quarantine now for quite a while. You're going to be in basketball quarantine at the NCAA tournament. How much of a challenge from a mental health standpoint has this whole season been for you and for your teammates?
I mean, it hasn't really been too tough. Outside of when we actually had to quarantine and couldn't really leave the apartment, it hasn't been too different. We're still around each other a lot, kind of trying to keep ourselves comforted and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's going to be different being in quarantine in Indianapolis, but I'm sure we'll be able to get through it together.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Cool. Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks.